This is an SU TV News Update, brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore.
Details are beginning to surface about the recent situation that resulted in the suspension of 7 UND hockey players and caused 1 player to be hospitalized. 4 freshman players were charged with underage consumption last week after a September 15th party in a UND dorm room. Jordan Schmaltz, Drake Kagula, and former players of the Fargo Force, Zane Gothberg and Bryn Chiswick, all underage, were heavily intoxicated at the party when an RA called the police. When the officer arrived, she reported that all 4 were passed out and that Kagula needed to be taken to the hospital for alcohol poisoning. The 4 senior captains of the team and 3 sophomore players were suspended for their role in the incident. Wetlands have been destroyed at an alarming rate in the U.S., and an NDSU graduate student is trying to prevent this destruction. Alex Stahlberger has been going out to a wetlands research facility near Emden, North Dakota, twice a week to collect samples of the water. The wetlands were built in the summer of 2011 and will hopefully provide solutions to help wetlands filter chemicals out of farm runoff. North Dakota has reported 74 cases of the West Nile virus this year. There were only 4 reported at this time last year. The West Nile virus is carried by mosquitoes and was first reported in North Dakota in 2002. Bison women's golf finished 3rd in their tournament of the fall shooting round, 312, to finish fourth at the Maryland Smith Sunflower Invitational in Lawrence, Kansas. After shooting an opening round 320, the Bison finished 1 shot ahead of Oral Roberts with a team score of 946. Host Kansas won the 13-team tournament with a 906. Senior Amy Anderson finished tied for 3rd, shooting a 6 over 222. Freshman Haley Boner shot a season low 77 to finish tied for 22nd. The Bison go to the South Dakota State Invitational in Sioux Falls this weekend. Now on to weather. Today we have a high of 66 with a low of 38, with a mostly sunny day tomorrow with a high of 76 and 47 as a low. Again for Friday, mostly sunny with 77 and the low of 48. And on to the weekend, we have a mostly sunny weekend, continuing with the sun next weekend, and a high of in the mid-70s over the weekend, and the lows in the upper 40s, lower 50s.